Hello, Mr. Coleman. I don't know about stuff, unfortunately. I don't think I ever told you one time. Mom said, actually, if I remember it was two times. Mom said, one was when I was 8, and one was when I don't know what the last one the other one was. Anyway, she told me what age I was the second time. Um, anyway, she told me, she said, I, could keep my hair long as long as I keep my hair dirty. And then the next thing she says, I need to get my hair cut. And when I was 6 in the summer of 2004, AJ did a cannonball, and I wanted to do a cannonball too. Very like AJ. And I slipped and hit my head on the diving board. And then I this back of my head, and I bleed a bit. Got some blood on the diving board. I remember, I think I might have gotten some blood on the dive when I came out of the pool. Um, then I had myself had I only saw a glimpse of it, but I kind of felt the cut of the skin, and I felt some liquid coming out of my head, and I figured that must have been blood. And then I hit my head again on the back of the pool, and this was at mom's parents' place. They lived in an apartment, and this was around the 4th of July, which the 4th of July was that week, and that day before dropped me off on a Thursday, and he says, I got the whole summer, every summer, we're going to spend the weekend with Deanna and Alyssa. Oh, yeah, sounds nice. That didn't happen because there's more to the story. So, I remember how I told you I hit my head twice. I hit my head a third time. It was on the floor of the pool, and then I started drying. Then I float back up. I started drying the past time. Then I remember I started floating back up. And there was enough blood coming out of me to consider it a puddle in the pool. And I had some phlegm there coming out. And then I just say, I believe he gave me CPR. He got me out of the pool from floating, and I was kept on waking. I kept on was waking up in and out. And when I was after I fell asleep in the pool, I remember the last thing I saw was a memory. I dreamt up a memory that I remembered. It was real. I remember I dreamt up a memory. You ever had that? Well, I have had that to me. It was a memory when one of the happiest memories was when I was hanging out with the pool with the around with Uncle Bob and Auntie Patty and AJ. Dad wasn't there. I think he was at work. And next thing you know, after all, then uh, it's Monday, so I didn't know because Mom said I was out for a few days, and next thing you know, she said summer's over, and yeah, it's closed tomorrow, so she told me to get some rest. I thought she was kidding me, so I asked AJ at 4 o'clock what he's doing, so he says he's resting for schools. And I said, but it's the summer. School doesn't start till 2 months. I said, and he was like, there's something wrong with me. And he just told me to go to sleep. So I went to my room, put on several VHSs, and watched several different channels on cable. And then I went out in the family room with a bag of Cheetos, and I watched television, several different stuff. I can't remember, I think one of them was Lost. I didn't see the appeal of the show, but I don't think it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I just didn't understand the hype it was getting at. I didn't know it was that bad, but I didn't know it was that great. As I remember, I might have been on like the 4th season or 2nd I was watching. Well, look, I don't know. I can't remember which was. And one of them was Nick Tuck in Fear Factor and SpongeBob and Totally Spies and these two. Oh, I believe in Alex, and one of them was Bonnie and Teletubbies and Arthur show. And look, if I remember if these aren't the shows I watch, and that's because I've been through so much, so I'm sorry if everything's not accurate. So yeah, basically you get the idea. I watched several different shows. That I just kept on looking for channels, and one of them was Ed and Eddie. And another one was Courage the Cowardly Dog. And another one was Powerpuff Girls. And then another one was Gumby, I think, and then yeah, I remember I watched the Gumby marathon lead up to the Gumby movie. I wonder what channel that was on. Anyway, so next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock and I realize I stay up late, so I go to bed because Mom doesn't wake me up till 7, which is good in right now. So I went to bed and I told Mom I'm tired, I want to go to school, and she just like yelled at me and says, "Oh, you don't have to go to school anymore." So so the fact that I missed the whole summer means basically I was asleep for 2 months. I figured that out. I missed month of school, and this was in Columbus, so remember the let me out of the school after Mom dropped me off, and I remember I had to walk home. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, schooling me out of the room. This is not because I missed a month of school and I'm wondering where I was, or I've been gone months. And I told them I was sleeping. They told me to tell the truth. And I said, yeah, I'm telling the truth. And they said, fine, well, let's go back in Schofield. That Vinny never used you. And I said, but he does, all the ex-coins. And they said, no, you don't go to school. And I tried to tell him, I'm going to be late for class. And he says, no, you don't go to school anymore. I just got us. They wouldn't listen. I tried to explain the whole thing, but they said, no, don't go. We don't care what you say. You don't go to school anymore. And so, my opinion doesn't matter. I don't matter. My life doesn't matter. And so, and oh yeah, the month of school I missed, I was sleeping the entire 10 months. You remember? Mom said I don't have to go to school anymore, but I went back to sleep. But she told me to go back to sleep, so I went back to sleep. So I slept for another month. That makes 3 months I slept for. And that's all I can remember. Bye.